guys, we'll do the usual embargo, please, for 10:30 this evening. Any questions through the mic? If I could ask for your name and organisation, I'd be grateful. Thank you. Show of hands to the mic, yeah.
Pep, good afternoon. Ben Ransom from Sky Sports News. I don't know if you watched the Liverpool game last night, but does it remind you as a manager of the dangers of prioritising the Premier League and making too many changes for cup matches like this?
It's not my business, sorry. I'm not talking about what Jurgen has done.
But in terms of your own team selection, that is the balance, isn't it, when you go into games like this against teams that you're expected to beat?
But every situation, every game is completely different. So you handle the situation about what you have in the right moment. It happened in the past, with now, in the middle future, how many players available you have. Believe me, about what the other clubs done, they do, and the reason why is not my business, and I don't know exactly.
This week, the club confirms the move for Brahim Diaz to go to Real Madrid for £22 million. With your squad at the moment, does it in any way leave you slightly short between now and the end of the season, losing a player like Diaz at this point?
In our squad in that period, so I don't know. I don't know, hopefully not. And the players want to stay until the end of the season, and the people who has long contract stay longer, but really I don't know. Maybe they decide to move on. Hopefully not, because without 4 competitions that still we are, everybody plays. So everybody's involved. We play games every 3-4 days, and everybody take minutes, and we need everybody. But like I said many times, I don't want people doesn't want to stay here, but to be with us and try to achieve what achieve. So the guys are not happy. Speaking for myself, the first. So if you want to stay here, it's because you want to stay here. If you want to stay, the opens always will be open.
Pep, Mendy from Premier League News. Are you disappointed that Raheem decided to leave?
No, I said many times. So we did with Brahim the same way I've done with Phil and with Jadon. Important players, we did absolutely everything. The only one he decided to stay is Phil. And that's all. Wish him all the best. Of course, going to Real Madrid is not a bad step. So hopefully he can take the minutes he want to take and he didn't want in the last period for many reasons. So wish him all the best because he's a nice guy. But in the other side, again, congratulations for the academy, for the club to working so well, because at the end when that's happened and teams like Madrid and important teams in Europe want our players because they are working really well. So nothing to add.
Gabriel Jesus has started 13 games. What does he have to do to get a more regular start in your team?
Well, he competes with Sergio. So in the big clubs, all the players compete with the big mates. So it's simple. So always I take decisions with the best for the team for the right moment. So in part of the period together, he played important games before Sergio, because in that moment I believe he was better than Sergio in that moment. And the people said my relation with Sergio is very bad and is not correct. And no, I tried to be honest. Then when I see Gabriel in that moment was playing more minutes or more important games than Sergio, because in that moment I believe in that. So in that moment when Sergio was fit, I believe he's an important player and he has to fight to win his position.
You won this competition last season. Just how much of a boost does it give you to win a trophy in February for the rest of the season?
Well, winning is important. We cannot deny it. We're in semi-finals, one step close to come back to Wembley. So that's why we take seriously that game once we are here. Of course, the Carabao Cup is, I think, the more local competition, and everybody is happy to win, and nobody is sad if they go out in that competition. But once we are here, so we're going to try it.
Hi Pep, Mike, BBC. You just said there congratulations to the academy in regards to the Brahim Diaz sale to Real Madrid. Are you concerned in terms of Manchester City and getting them through to the first team at City, that at the moment it's only really Phil Foden perhaps that's had that opportunity?
They win the opportunity they win opportunity on the field. But you have to take a look at all the big clubs in Europe, how many young players they are in the first team immediately. So today the guys with 16, 17, 18, 19 years, they are winning a position of 40 games in the first team, and that is so difficult. The young players need time. Everybody. David Silva, for example, he went loan for other clubs as it became what he has, who is right now, and before he came here. So some players have patience, some have trust with the club when they do, some they don't. So there are many clubs in the world, not just Man City, and the people decide. What we have to do is the people, we believe they have challenge to go there, do everything, and training with us, and be with us, and trust with them is what we have done. And after, I said many times, they, their families, agents decide what is the best for the guy. So that's all.
Well, it seems to be perhaps that it's harder to break through from the academy into a Premier League team than it is into other leagues in Europe, Germany, Spain, for the likes. Is there a debate to be had there that the Premier League struggles with that progress from the academy to the first team as opposed to other leagues in Europe?
Create a good second league. Create a good second team, and you will see how many young players will be in the Premier League.
How would we do that? What's your...
Play against real teams, against guys with 25, 24, 26, 27 years old. Compete really every single weekend with the real games, fighting to survive or relegated. Create that, and after maybe the managers in the Premier Leagues will have more courage to put them. But they don't. They play every weekend friendly games.
So for example, tonight the City under-21s are against Rochdale in the Checkatrade Trophy. Is that a good idea then? More of that sort of style tournament?
No, make a league. You know, a league that don't play with the 60-17 in front of 10 people or 12 people here in the second team. So they don't compete really, and that's why sometimes it's difficult to put them inside. That's why we believe we train with us. We play sometimes the Carabao Cup. We loan them sometimes of that to see how develop in that position, and after come back, and after maybe. But at the end, it's not about we can be generous or can be more kind. So they have to show on the grass, you know, on the pitch. I say many times, on the pitch it speaks for itself, not my words or the words they suggest for the media or the agents or the families. Is on the pitch. That is the only way they put it on the pitch or not.
Hi Pep, can I just ask about Benjamin Mendy, how his progress is going? Is he?
It's much better.
Is he close
He's training
to
already, not with the team alone, but on the pitch. I think in 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe, will be with us.
Is everyone else okay for tomorrow?
Sorry?
Everybody else so fit for tomorrow?
Everybody's fit.
Hello, Pep. There's been a suggestion in Liverpool that you asked for the grass to be grown especially long, left to grow especially long against Liverpool in the game. Can you address that?
I'm not a greenkeeper.
But the suggestion is that maybe you requested that the grass was allowed to grow longer.
I never did. So Liverpool want to play quick. We want to play quicker. So never we manipulate it. Always we try to put water. Here is not necessary because of the weather conditions. It rain a lot. But I'm not suspect of that. Never. We wanna try put the feel all the times all my career in 10 years as a manager, the better conditions for the both teams. I never put something tricky about that. But normally when this kind of happen, always at the end, I don't know, it's the karma or something like that, always punish you. So you have to do the best for the opponents for the game. You have to respect our games, our rules. You know, win the game on the pitch with the rules for everybody.
So do you ever get involved in that side of things? Do you ever speak to the head groundsman and say,
Never.
this is how I want the pitch?
I never speak with the groundsman about, in the beginning I said, with the distance in the summertime, they did one, you know, for the weather conditions, for many reasons, but I have many issues in my head to talk about, to think about the grass. I trust with my greenkeepers and our greenkeepers what they do as well, but we put the grass, the better conditions for both teams. But never I make a phone call for one to say, do these kind of things to damage our opponents. Always we do it to try to win in the best way to our opponents.
Okay, guys, run an embargo, please. 10:30 this evening.
When Yaya